The Kalahari Desert stretches across southern Africa, covering parts of Botswana, Namibia, and South Africa. This vast expanse of arid land is one of the most iconic deserts in the world. It is a place of stark beauty and harsh conditions where temperatures can soar during the day and plummet at night. The desert's flora and fauna have adapted to survive in this extreme environment. This unforgiving landscape is home to a fascinating creature, the meerkat. These small, sociable mammals belong to the mongoose family. They are highly social animals, living in tight-knit communities that rely on cooperation and communication. They are known for their upright posture and captivating social behavior. Standing on their hind legs, they keep a vigilant watch for predators, ready to alert the group at the first sign of danger. Meerkats live in groups called mobs, which can number in the dozens. These mobs are structured with a dominant pair that leads the group, while others take on various roles to ensure the mob's survival. Let's explore the life cycle of meerkats, starting from their birth and progressing through their development into adulthood. We will examine their physical and social development, their survival strategies, and the roles they play in maintaining the delicate balance of their desert ecosystem. Meerkats are typically born after a gestation period of about 70 to 77 days. Breeding is usually seasonal, with litters commonly arriving during the rainy season when food resources are more abundant. Each litter usually contains between 3 and 5 pups, although larger or smaller litters are not unheard of. The pups are born blind, deaf, and completely dependent on their mother for warmth and nutrition. Weighing just 25–30 grams at birth, newborn meerkats are vulnerable and incapable of survival without the care and protection of the group. The primary caregiver is the alpha female, the dominant female in the group, as she is usually the only one allowed to breed. Her social rank allows her to monopolize breeding opportunities, and she plays a crucial role in maintaining the genetic continuity of the group. However, other females in the group may also lactate and help nurse the young if needed. Meerkat pups are born in burrows that provide protection from predators and extreme temperatures. The burrow system, which may have multiple entrances and tunnels, is an intricate structure that serves as the central point of their colony's life. These underground dens offer a safe haven for the vulnerable newborns during the first weeks of life. Pups typically open their eyes around 10–14 days after birth. At this stage, they begin to explore their immediate environment within the burrow, but remain under constant supervision. By 3 weeks of age, they venture outside the burrow for the first time. This period marks the beginning of an intense learning process where young meerkats begin to absorb essential survival skills from the adults. By the time the pups are about a month old, they are fully weaned from their mother's milk and begin to eat solid food. Their diet consists primarily of insects, spiders, and other small invertebrates, although they may also eat small reptiles, eggs, and tubers. This shift in diet is facilitated by the adults, who play an active role in teaching the pups how to forage and hunt. One of the most remarkable aspects of meerkat development is the role of social learning. Unlike many animals, meerkats rely heavily on cooperation and teaching within their groups, which are referred to as mobs or gangs. A typical meerkat group may consist of 20–30 individuals, although much larger mobs have been observed. Within these mobs, individuals adopt various roles that contribute to the overall survival of the group. The adult meerkats engage in cooperative teaching, particularly when it comes to hunting dangerous prey, such as scorpions. Scorpions are a major food source for meerkats, but they are also highly venomous, and young meerkats must learn how to safely handle them. Adult meerkats often present incapacitated scorpions to the pups, allowing them to practice handling and killing the prey without the risk of being stung. This behavior is a clear example of social learning in meerkats, where experienced members of the group actively teach the younger ones how to survive. Another critical cooperative behavior is sentry duty. While other meerkats forage, a designated individual will take on the role of lookout, standing on its hind legs and scanning the surroundings for potential threats, such as birds of prey or snakes. Sentries give an alarm call when danger is spotted, allowing the group to take cover in the safety of the burrow. Pups quickly learn to recognize these alarm calls and respond accordingly, demonstrating how social behaviors are passed down through generations. As meerkats grow, they enter the juvenile stage, typically around 3 months of age. At this point, they are more independent and capable of foraging for themselves, although they still rely on the adults for protection and guidance. Juvenile meerkats are highly curious and playful. Engaging in frequent bouts of play fighting and mock hunting, this play serves as important practice for the skills they will need as adults, such as defending the group, capturing prey, and cooperating during foraging. During this stage, juvenile meerkats begin to develop a more defined role within the group. Social hierarchies start to become evident, although it is not until adulthood that meerkats assume their permanent roles within the group. Subordinate meerkats, both male and female, typically assist in rearing the young and performing sentinel duties, while the alpha pair continues to dominate breeding. Meerkats reach sexual maturity around 9 to 12 months of age, although some individuals may mature slightly earlier or later, depending on environmental conditions and social factors. At this stage, meerkats experience changes in behavior as they become more interested in mating and establishing their place within the group hierarchy. In most meerkat mobs, the alpha female is the only one that breeds, and she aggressively prevents subordinate females from mating. If a subordinate female does manage to become pregnant, the alpha female may kill the offspring to maintain her dominance and ensure that her genes are passed on. This intense competition for reproductive rights is a key aspect of meerkat social dynamics and helps explain why cooperation among group members is so crucial for survival. Males, on the other hand, may stay within their natal group or leave in search of breeding opportunities elsewhere. Groups of males, sometimes called coalitions, may venture away from their home territory to find a new mob where they can challenge the resident males and establish dominance. In adulthood, meerkats assume specific roles within their group. The most important social roles in meerkat society include breeders, the alpha male and female, subordinates, babysitters, and sentries. Each role is essential to the survival and functioning of the group. The alpha male and female are the dominant members of the group, responsible for the majority of breeding. The alpha female's status allows her to control who breeds within the group, while the alpha male typically defends the group from intruding males and protects the territory. Subordinate meerkats assist in various tasks such as caring for the young, guarding the group, and foraging. Despite not having direct access to reproductive opportunities, subordinates benefit from the safety and resources provided by the group, making cooperation a beneficial strategy for all members. When the alpha female gives birth, some group members take on the role of babysitter. These individuals stay behind in the burrow to care for the pups, while the rest of the group forages. Babysitters will protect the pups from predators and keep them warm during the day, ensuring the survival of the next generation. As mentioned earlier, sentries play a crucial role in alerting the group to potential threats. They take turns keeping watch while the rest of the group forages, using vocalizations to signal whether the coast is clear or if danger is approaching. Meerkats are highly vocal animals, and their complex system of communication is essential to their survival. They use different calls to convey specific information, such as alarm calls, foraging calls, and contact calls. Alarm calls vary in pitch and intensity depending on the type of threat. For example, aerial predators like eagles trigger a different alarm call than ground-based predators like jackals. Foraging calls help meerkats locate one another while searching for food, and contact calls are used to maintain group cohesion, particularly when they are dispersed across the landscape. Vocal communication plays a key role in coordinating group activities and ensuring that the group remains united in the face of danger. Meerkats have evolved a range of physical and behavioral adaptations that allow them to thrive in the harsh environments of southern Africa, particularly in the Kalahari and Namib deserts. These deserts are characterized by extreme temperatures, with scorching days and freezing nights, as well as limited access to water and food. One of the most critical adaptations is their burrowing behavior. Meerkat burrows, which can be several meters deep and contain multiple chambers, provide protection from the heat during the day and the cold at night. The burrows also offer refuge from predators, serving as a safe space for both adults and young meerkats. Meerkats are highly efficient at conserving water, which is crucial in their arid habitat. They obtain most of their water from the food they eat, such as insects, and their bodies are adapted to minimize water loss through sweating or panting. This physiological adaptation allows them to survive without frequent access to standing water. Meerkats are opportunistic omnivores, which means they are capable of eating a wide variety of foods, depending on what is available. Their diet mainly consists of insects, which are plentiful in the desert, but they also consume small mammals, reptiles, bird eggs, and even plants when necessary. Despite their impressive adaptations, meerkats face numerous challenges in their environment. Predation is one of the biggest threats to meerkat survival, with eagles, hawks, and snakes being some of their primary predators. The sentinel system helps mitigate this risk, but meerkats are still vulnerable, particularly when they are out in the open. In addition to predation, meerkats must contend with competition from other groups. Territorial disputes between neighboring mobs are common, and these encounters can lead to aggressive confrontations. Mobs that lose territorial battles may be forced to relocate, which can be detrimental if they are pushed into areas with fewer resources. Environmental factors such as droughts can also pose a significant threat. During periods of prolonged drought, food becomes scarce, and meerkats may struggle to find enough to eat. This can lead to reduced reproduction rates and increased mortality, particularly among the young. Meerkats play an important role in the ecosystem as both predators and prey. As insectivores, they help control insect populations, which can have a cascading effect on the ecosystem. By digging for food, meerkats also aerate the soil, which can benefit plant growth. Additionally, their burrows provide shelter for other species, such as insects, reptiles, and small mammals. At the same time, meerkats are a food source for larger predators, making them a key part of the food web. Their presence in the ecosystem helps maintain the balance between predator and prey populations, contributing to the overall health and stability of their desert habitat. While meerkats are not currently listed as an endangered species, they are still subject to the challenges of environmental change, habitat loss, and human interference. Climate change has the potential to impact the delicate balance of desert ecosystems, leading to shifts in food availability and water resources. Additionally, human encroachment into wild habitats for agriculture or urbanization can reduce the areas in which meerkats and other desert-adapted species can thrive. Meerkats are a keystone species in their environment, meaning their presence and activities support the broader ecological community. Conservation efforts aimed at protecting their habitats will not only benefit meerkats but also other species that share their ecosystem. As desert regions face increasing pressure from human activities and climate change, conservation programs must prioritize the preservation of critical habitats like the Kalahari and Namib deserts, which are home to an array of unique and specially adapted species. Meerkats have captured the imagination of people around the world, thanks in part to their charismatic appearance and highly social behavior. This widespread fascination with meerkats has had positive effects on raising awareness about desert ecosystems and the need for wildlife conservation. However, it is essential that this interest translates into concrete actions that support conservation initiatives, both in terms of protecting natural habitats and mitigating the effects of human activities on these ecosystems. The life of a meerkat from birth to adulthood is a journey shaped by cooperation, social learning, and adaptation to a harsh and unforgiving environment. From their early days as vulnerable pups, dependent on the care of their group, to their eventual roles as hunters, sentries, and babysitters, meerkats exemplify the power of teamwork and social structure in the animal kingdom. Their intricate communication systems, cooperative behaviors, and survival strategies are key to thriving in the arid deserts of southern Africa. These traits not only highlight the intelligence and adaptability of meerkats, but also their importance within their ecosystem as both predators and prey. As climate change, habitat destruction, and other human-induced pressures continue to affect natural environments, it is crucial to preserve the delicate balance of ecosystems like those in which meerkats live. Protecting these ecosystems will ensure that future generations of meerkats, along with countless other species, can continue to thrive in the wild. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more wild adventures. See you next time.